what I do. Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do. Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First and 10. 45-yard line.
On first and 10, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Ready?
From the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and 12. Now Haskins to throw on second down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready. Mike 29. Watch out. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From midfield now, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12. Haskins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. 3rd down, here's Haskins. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
We got this.
At the end of the first quarter, with the score Giants 7, Redskins nothing.
Double time. 3 down. Here we go.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish. and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Muhammad. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Go.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And Latimer's got it. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Check 3. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. He's crashing. He's
Alpha.
back.
Look, squeeze. Hey, get it.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Reset.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
X3, 218, chop. Now. Hey, Haywood. 5.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Finding Gabriel complete. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Ready.
I think they might have surprised them there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop them there, and they just went ahead and bypassed that. The big win to the big.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, Delta.
55.
On 4th down, Jones. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, Haskins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
55 tonight. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Get it.
They'll go to Barkley again. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 7-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 67 yards on the ground.
Quinton Dunbar on the tackle. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago, 14 carries, 170 yards. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 39, Haskins. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. I don't think you got it, Zach.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Slam. Check pass. 29.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check right.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Pass Haskins looking to throw on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
If you kill it, motion me out.
Haskins will throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Haskins to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 40-40.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Redskins, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation,